Hello, everyone. My name is Izzy Samore, and my future career goal is to become an educational director or principal in early childhood or K through 6 school setting. I'm passionate about building learning environments that are inclusive, empathetic, and community-driven places where teachers, families, and children of all feel supported and inspired. To me, leadership in education isn't just about managing systems. It's about leading with heart and empowering others through empathy and advocacy. Strains that enable my success. The strains that will enable my success is this career include being a visionary leader, a strategic thinker, and empathetic communicator. My ENTJ personality type highlights my ability to plan, organize, and lead effectively and efficiently. While and my high openness scores from the Big Five personality test show that I approach challenges with creativity and responsibility. Empathy, however, is at the core of everything I do. As it states and explains in our textbook, emotional intelligence and self awareness help leaders connect with others in authentic, meaningful ways. These qualities allow me to support both teachers and students with compassion and understanding. How will I lead with empathy and vision? In my future organization, I plan to lead through transformational leadership style, motivating others with a shared vision and building trust through collaboration. I will foster open communication, practice active listening, and encourage staff reflection and teamwork. According to the Campana and Mitchell, if I'm saying that correctly, empathetic leadership increases morale, retention, and performance because people feel seen and valued. By combining emotional intelligence with professional accountability, I will create a work environment where teachers feel supported and students thrive. Motivation for my career path. My motivation to pursue educational leadership comes from my experiences in early childhood education and working internationally. I've seen firsthand how equity, compassion, and creativity transform learning. I want to create spaces where children of all backgrounds feel safe and curious, and where teachers are empowered to teach with joy and purpose. As, o- as O'Brien shares, true advocacy begins in our own communities. I'm motivated to lead change from within, shaping systems that prioritize emotional safety and inclusion for every learner. Role models who inspire me. Three leaders deeply inspire my professional journal. Dr. Linda Darling Hammond demonstrates how empathy and advocacy can influence education policy. Her focus on equity and teacher development reminds me that leadership is both strategic and compassionate. Maria Montessori taught me that education should be child centered and rooted in respect for independence and creativity. And Sonj Basha, a Muslim queer educational leader, inspires me to bring my full identity into my work, advocating for representation and justice in all schools. Each of these leaders proves that true leadership is driven by empathy, purpose, and advocacy. Implementing empathy and advocacy. In my future role, I will implement empathy and advocacy in three key ways. First, by modeling non defensive listening with students, staff, and families, focusing on understanding before responding. Second, by offering professional development on emotional intelligence and trauma informed practices, helping teachers better support students' social and emotional needs. And third, by advocating for inclusive, culturally responsive policies that represent all children and families in all communities. As the textbooks notes, calming down before reacting allows empathy to take root. This principle will guide my leadership decisions and my advocacy for equity in education. Excuse me. My noble goals. My noble goals as an educational leader are centered on integrity, compassion, and transformation. I want to create schools that celebrate diversity, foster emotional growth, and inspire lifelong learning. I aim to influence educational policy through empathy and human-centered design, ensuring schools reflect the communities they serve. According to the textbook, noble goals connect our personal values with the greater good. My goal is to lead not from authority, but from purpose, to make every decision through the lens of empathy, advocacy, and justice. These are my final notes. As I reflect on my path, I've learned that empathy isn't a feeling, it's a daily practice. Empathy builds trust, advocacy turns that trust into change, and leadership guided by both can transform an entire communities. My purpose is to be the kind of leader who listens first, acts with compassion, and uses every opportunity to make education more inclusive, equitable, and human. When we choose empathy, we choose to see each person's humanity. And that is where real leadership begins. Thank you for listening. And next is my references. Thank you again.